Hello, hello, and welcome to Autumn Willow's Doll Nursery. My name's Miranda, and I have a special little mini series for you. 3 videos, this being the first, obviously. And I am so excited. I've got to give you a little bit of a story time. It's a chilly, kind of gloomy day here, so I have a little bit of hot chocolate. I don't know what it's like where you're at, but you may want a hot beverage or a cold beverage to sit down, snuggle up with your favorite doll, and enjoy a little bit of a story time and a box opening. Now, to get into it, I was recently visiting family, and of course one of the places we stopped was to see my grandmother, who is also a doll collector. She's the one who got me started collecting. And we were having a great time. Dust. We were having a great time, and all of a sudden, Grammy suggested I could go upstairs to where her collection is boxed and pick out a doll that I would like to have. Which, you guys, my little kid self would have absolutely lost my mind. And even my adult self was losing my mind. I was so excited. How special that moment was. And it felt like a dream. It didn't even feel real. It was like, this is something you would dream about. Just like getting to go into someone very special to use collection and just pick a doll. So my mind was just buzzing as I went upstairs and saw her. I didn't realize she had so many boxes up there. I couldn't go through all of them because we were on a little bit of a time schedule, because we had little Kinsley waiting at the hotel, and she'd been there for quite a while by herself. So I was trying to move as fast as I could without making a mess. I absolutely put everything back that I took down and tried to organize it back the way I found it. But I couldn't go through everything, but I did have so much fun looking through the boxes and seeing dolls that she had that I had no idea that were there. And knowing that each one of these dolls was something that spoke to her, that she connected with, and that she cherished very much. So let's get into the very first box. So yes, we have more than one box. So yes, I went upstairs and I was thinking, I saw a doll and I was like, oh, that's the one, that's the one. But then I thought, what if that happens to be one she wants to keep? And then she would feel bad having to say no to the one doll that I brought down. So I had the idea of, I'll take 3 down and I'll let her pick which one she would like for me to have. That way, I don't have to worry about her feeling bad, and she doesn't have to worry about feeling bad. So, I did that, and it was a good thing I did that, because the first doll that I had picked was one she wanted to keep. And so, but she did give me the other 2, and we got talking about one of the dolls and how there was another one kind of similar upstairs, and she ended up giving me that one as well. So I got 3 dolls from her collection that night. And I'm going to do box openings for each of them in separate videos, so that's where we get our little mini series from. But let's get into the very first doll. It happens to be an older Ashton Drake doll, one I have been looking at that I really wanted for my collection. So I'm excited, guys. Let's get right into the box opening. She is an older doll. Maybe her paperwork will say. Do you recognize her? How sweet is she? Here's her paperwork. Handle, picture, perfect. And Grammy said that these little beads here were to make her a little hospital bracelet. And looking on her paperwork, I can see where she is wearing that on the paperwork there. So I am going to be thinking of a name, and we're gonna get her out of here. Sweet little thing has been in this box for a long time. Let me see if her paperwork says when she was made. No, I'm not seeing it. I have to go back and find her in the catalog because the catalogs are all dated. Maybe we can see from there. Okay. She tied down. So her artist is, let's see, where's the artist? Waltrid Hannell. And so that's why she's called Hannell Picture Perfect Baby. Woo! What are we going to name our... She looks really lifelike, which some of the dolls that I have seen from Paradise Galleries and Ashton Drake don't always have that real life-like quality. But she definitely does, and that's what had drawn me to her in the first place. And I'm just tucking the plastic back there. They have them zipped in here pretty good. I cannot tell you though what it was like being turned loose in someone's collection. And we had Kinsley at the hotel. And we'd already been gone for a long time, so I was definitely rushed and like looking through, and it would have taken quite a while to go through every single box. And a lot of the dolls I was seeing are older. All right, here she is. We'll move the box aside there. So there's her face. How sweet is her little face? Curly blonde hair and brown eyes. She has really nice lashes. And she is has the same texture of vinyl. I think they call it the soft touch. But my baby Ravenwing has that same rubbery. Look at her little hair up here. Oh my gosh, how cute would that be with a little bow? There you can see the little hairs. Now I'm curious, she has armatures, so she may be able to hold a lovey. That's the one thing I don't think I brought. Let's see. So she's got a shirt and a diaper under here, cloth body. Tuck that back in. Oh, so this is like a little vest that goes over the shirt. See what her feet look like. There's her toes. Now I'm sure there are many of you out there that have this little one already. I think she was pretty popular when she came out. So I'm thinking she could use a real soft little feminine name. So that'll be fun to sort out. And let's put a little bow in her hair because it just looks like she's missing a bow. let's see, we've got some of these are real cute here. Do this little flower. Yeah, what do you think of that? That looks good. And I like that her diaper is one of those big, thick, floofy diapers. So tell me, what would your thoughts be if you were just turned loose in someone's collection and said, pick out a doll? You know, what would you go for? What would be your thoughts? And would you be looking for something specific? It was definitely a wild experience. And boxes had dust on them and stuff. It was, you know, not a lot of people go up into the attic. So it was so cool. It was like it reminded me of the Goonies when they're in the attic and they're finding this treasure map. Like there's this super cool moment, and it was very much like that same vibe. So it was a lot of fun. All right, next time you will see her, we will have a name for her. So this is probably a short video for me, and then we'll make her little bracelet together next time you see her. Isn't she adorable? And she smells fantastic. I don't know what they put in these to make them smell so good, but oh my goodness. And even after all these years, she still smells so good. And I do love the, I think they call this the soft touch vinyl, but it has the more rubbery feel. I really like that. I think that is very nice. And she has such a realistic little face. Ugh, adorable, guys, adorable. And I think that I am going to call her, let's see. I'm back and forth between Hannah or Heidi for her. What do you guys think? Is she a Hannah or a Heidi? I thought I had made up my mind, but I don't think I have. So I need a little bit more time to think about whether she is a Hannah or a Heidi. But the blonde hair, I don't know, the brown eyes, that was the first two names I really thought of. But we'll have to sort that out. And I have loved her outfit that she came in so much that I haven't even changed her into anything else. And you guys know me, I'm always changing my dolls. Always. That is hot. That is very hot. But I hope you have enjoyed a cozy little snuggly video with a box opening, and such a cool experience for me. This is something that I would love to do with our grandbaby. She is getting to that age where she appreciates dolls, and I would love to be able to kind of have that same, you know, if she carries that love of dolls with her, being able to do the same thing with Grammy dates, as we used to call them, where, you know, me and Grammy would go out to dinner together, we would go shopping, and we would come home and watch movies all night and eat candy. You know, all of that fun stuff. I would love to carry on that tradition. Do you have traditions that you carry on with your family? And do you get to bond about dolls with any of your grandkids or grandmothers, mothers? I would love to hear about it in the comments. I think that's it for us today, so bye for now.